10, king, 8. Middle pair for Roble. Calacanis, first to act.
Looks like he's considering a donk bet.
3,400.
Bets 3,400.
A donk bet is when you play out of flow and bet out of position into the pre-flop raiser. Andrew has middle pair and he's in position. He's been watching the game from offset, but he probably doesn't know how Calacanis plays just yet.
Roble calls.
I'm sure Calacanis didn't like to see that call. He's going to need some help here. Roble carefully studying his opponent.
3 of diamonds on the turn. Calacanis fires again, 6,000 this time.
Andrew's going to use this to his advantage. Calacanis keeps betting out of position.
There's the call by Andrew Roble.
Seems like Roble may have a read on Jason.
Man, Andrew looks like a killer when he's playing.
What?
He looks like a killer when he's playing. Look at his eyes.
Deuce of spades on the river. Calacanis bets 16,000, but Roble with 2 pair now.
Calacanis has fired on all 3 streets. With Roble making his second pair on the river, I think he's going to have a tough time believing he's beat. Some players may raise with 2 pair in this spot, but it's very difficult to get called by a worse hand, so there's really no value in a raise. Why go for the 2-point conversion when you're already up by 7?
What's you up? These are 25K chips. I might have got lucky on you.
There's the call.
Ace high.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
What is that hand called? Figured with Doyle Brunson sitting next to me, you know, how could I fold the 10 deuce on the button?
Somebody's still looking for approval from Daddy.
But the big papa might be coming for your chips, Andy. Look out.
PokerStars.net is now offering you poker tips directly on your phone. We will send you text messages and video tips from the PokerStars.net pros. All you gotta do is text POKER to the short code 52525. Really easy. Text message POKER to 52525 now. Standard text message rates apply.
Welcome back to the big game, where action for the week is winding down as we fast approach hand 150.
Alec was telling me stories about some of your business investments. I got a kick out of them. Like sending an expedition to find Bigfoot.
Yeah. Noah's Ark and Titanic. The funny part of it is they found the Titanic and ran out of money. Then this other guy came along and supposedly was going to give us our money back because he used some of our information. But, as usual, nothing came back. I didn't know you could get money back.
Calacanis folds.
I should have known better when I bought a condo that you bought.
See?
That it was going to go down.
You did what?
I bought a piece of the Cosmo.
Oh, yeah.
And the strip mall. Both big Brunson ideas.
Doyle with a big-time hand and a raise. Roble folds.
All right, Doyle, I'm going to give you some action again. Give you a chance to win your money back.
Playing in this game has been a pretty good investment for Doyle.
I have no aspirations of doing that.
Oh, yes, you do.
Abe and Doyle reunited.
Check it.
Abe's taking the worst of it again.
Abe checks. Doyle checks. 3 of hearts on the turn.
Check it.
Abe checks. Doyle checks. 8 on the river.
Check it.
Okay.
Ace.
It's not grown up, is it?
What?
It's not grown up, though, is it?
Ace 5. Of course it's not that high.
That's an ace.
No, Doyle.
Ship it.
So Doyle wins almost 4,000 in that
I
pot.
folded suited 2-gappers again. I'm such a nit. Had 9-6 of spades. Hand got
You did
better and
not.
better for
You're
it.
lying.
I think he's lying, too.
I swear.
You can't play the rest of the round and just fold every pot?
I've been like the most active player since I was at the table.
Except you folded 2 monsters.
You know, I scooped a 60K pot with 10 deuce.
That's true.
Yeah, you play 10 deuce, but you fold 9s.
It's a HUD thing.
I read this book called Super System that told me, you know, the power of position.
Daniel folds. Doyle's out.
Don't tell them about that. They don't know it.
I think this kid might have a crush on Doyle.
Well, he's certainly taken a liking to Doyle's hand. A raise to 1,500.
At least it's suited this time.
Abe calls with jacks.
All right, I seen the 10 deuce, I gotta play.
He has no idea he's right.
Andrew don't like to call, he likes to bet. Right?
That's correct.
Whatever you say, Doyle.
So Abe and Andrew to the flop. Queen, king, 8. Mosseri checks.
Not a good flop for either player. At least for Andrew, if he bets, he knows he's bluffing at it.
Chips in hand. Fires 2,400.
Is it?
24.
Abe quickly calls.
Okay, Andrew, we'll play a little bit.
Still a pretty scary board for jacks.
The turn card. 4 of spades. Checked by Mosseri.
Andrew's now drawing dead. We'll see if he fires again.
It's a check.
Decides to slow down.
The river. 7 of clubs. Abe checks.
Abe's checked to avoid getting raised. Let's see if Andrew has the onions to keep firing.
Well, I couldn't win 2 pots in a row with 10 deuce.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna win that one. Oh, maybe. All in.
Nice read by Abe. Andrew didn't bet enough to put him to a real decision.
You had 10 deuce again, really?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. 10 deuce of spades.
I was really pulling for you, that pot.
I know you were,
Did
Doyle.
you feel it?
I know, yeah, I can feel it.
I'd like to drink your blood, is what I'd like to do.
I'd like to drink your blood.
Count Texula.
I forgot all about tipping these dealers. Here,
Here.
this is it, right?
Last hand, guys.
Straddling.
Yeah, because that'll get the game going. Right?
This is the 150th and final hand of the week.
Yeah.
Action begins with Daniel.
Lock it up.
Daniel and Doyle are out, and big slick for Andrew Roble on the button. Raised to 1,500.
What are you talking about, Doyle? I played more hands than anybody at this table.
Abe folds. Jason Calacanis calls.
We've got a new loose cannon.
Played more hands after that.
Calacanis knows he doesn't need a profit to take some money home.
Calacanis and Roble to the final flop of the night.
Let's just go to the Bellagio and play some Reyes.
Deuce 7-7. Jason checks.
I'm tired, I'm starving.
40-year-old man tired.
I'm not even 40, I'm 36. Just because I look 40 doesn't mean I am 40.
He doesn't look a day over 39.
Roble checks as well. 5 of clubs on the turn. Jason fires 1,500.
Andrew's thinking he knows ace high is good a lot of the time. Calacanis has already tried to bluff him once with nothing.
But this time we do know that Jason has a piece of the board. Roble does call.
Jason looking a little nervous about that call.
Final river card of the night, Queen of Diamonds, giving Calacanis a better 2 pair. Bet 6,000.
Last bet of the day.
Maybe not.
Calacanis now has a better 2 pair than he had on the turn, but he's playing it the exact same way he did when he had nothing. This guy's been more persistent than a pop-up ad. Andrew's playing with his money at the moment. It's up to him whether or not Robocop wants to make a hero call on the last hand of the night.
All right, I'll pay off your 7.
Roble calls.
No, 3 pair.
That's good too.
Play off your queen, too.
I appreciate it. Fraction of what I gave you in the other hand.
Jason wins a pot of almost 19K.
Calacanis been pretty good at getting people to pay him off on the river.
Here are your final standings. Daniel was the only one to reach 6 figures.
Jason Calacanis lost a little more than 65K. David Williams disappeared after Daniel cracked his kings twice. And our loose cannon Will Davis got it in good, but it just wasn't meant to be.
All right, guys, that is the end of a great night and a great week. Daniel and Doyle, you are the big winners. You each have some of the loose cannon's money. He lost a stack tonight and had to leave, but next week a new loose cannon will get a chance of a lifetime to sit in that seat. I'm Amanda Leatherman saying goodbye for now, and remember, if you've got the cash and the guts, there's always a seat open at the big game. See you next time.
If you want a chance to play on the big game and be a loose cannon, simply log on to pokerstars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose. We'll see you next week.
Did you win the game?
Yeah, you won.
Won like 11,000. So.
The preceding